Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. Grumpy old git in the corner. Well, I woke up in a bit of a better mood today. I actually had a lay in. I didn't get up till gone 5 o'clock. But has anybody else noticed now how bad YouTube is getting? I'm getting alerts from channels I subscribe to up to a day late at the moment. And there was a load on there that posted yesterday, and as soon as I turned on this morning, I was on here for about an hour before even alerts came in for them. Yet these were posted well early yesterday. And this seems to be happening a lot. There's a lot of weird stuff on there. A lot of channels reporting unnecessary age restrictions, and forcing people to go through the appeals system and appeal it just to get the videos put back up. This totally unnecessary. A lot of them, I've seen them, and there is nothing on there that needed age restriction. I think this is all just to harass creators more than anything else. They can't pull them down, so they harass them. My uploads, they seem to be taking... fucking itch this morning. They seem to be taking a lot longer to upload, the checks especially. But YouTube, I feel honoured that you're actually watching my videos. But at least you could do us the courtesy of registering you watching as a view. Maybe even a thumbs up and a like would be nice from you. After all, you are watching the whole video, aren't you? But don't forget, people, they've now got an ally with the WEF paying well over 100,000 people now to watch the social media, not just YouTube, all of them, and report anything that don't agree with their agenda. This is what we're facing now, that they are seriously trying to silence people. Well, you won't. People will always find a way. But yeah, thank you, YouTube, for watching. If you were in half a mind, you might learn something from what you watch, but you don't, do you? That's why I call them the faceless cowards. They can't be held accountable, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get on with what's happening in the news today. Liz Truss had pulled out the interview, as we know by now, with the BBC. No particular reason, but could this be because people are starting to ask the right questions and she don't want to answer them or can't answer them? Maybe she doesn't want to let anything slip that can be aired in public. After all, she's not the one in charge at the moment. So all she's making is promises, like I say, that I don't believe will be kept. And maybe she's seen the sort of dick that Sunak has made himself look every time he opens his mouth. But we won't know where this is leading until we see which one gets in. I believe from what I'm seeing that Truss is way ahead in the polls than Sunak. Particularly, I don't want either of them in. If anybody out of the pack, I would prefer Boris to be back in there, if I'm honest. He's easier to see through. Yeah, he's still as corrupt as hell, but it's better the devil you know, isn't it? Really. Sunak's no good. All he's there for is to rob us. He's proved that time and time again, and he's lied through his teeth, as he's been exposed that he has. But there we go. I mean, Patel is conspicuous by her absence on what's going on in the channel. The paddlers keep coming. Patel says nothing, but is still trying to cover everything up. But I can tell you, as from last Thursday up until today, 6,000 have landed. That is 6,000 that they know about. So the true figure is probably a lot higher. You know, we're well over 23,000 this year. We've already more or less surpassed the number that came last year. Yeah, there are some women and kids in there, but most of them seem to be well-fed young males, despite the promises of stopping this invasion. You know, it's all being supported and helped by the French Navy, our border force, the RNLI. You know, these people were just being used as a taxi service. But I'll keep you all up to speed on that as and when I hear stuff coming in. But now, do you see what I said about they were trying to do away with our personal transport? First of all, it was get the fuel cars off the road, the petrol burning cars, the diesel burning cars, and get us all driving electric ones. Well, we all know the electric ones have got big problems. You know, you got the range of the things to start with, and they were, the small ones, reasonably cheap at the beginning. But now the infrastructure isn't there for electric vehicles, for a start. If every single car on the road now was replaced for electric, as they wanted us to do, the national grid would go into meltdown. It just wouldn't be able to handle it. As I've said before, it can't even handle the amount of kettles that goes on at half-time for the FA Cup. They go into an emergency mode. But now, this carries on their agenda of getting all vehicles off the road. I mean, the average price of an electric vehicle now has risen 40% in the last couple of years. Electricity has gone up a hell of a lot more. So it's going to end up before long that it's cheaper to run a fuel vehicle than it is an electric one, and it's certainly going to be cheaper than buying an electric one. I mean, this continues the systematic destruction of this country. I mean, that's blatantly obvious to anybody now. That's in full swing. Crime is out of control. The police have done nothing to stem the crime, although they have tried the odd PR stunt. There will be more coming on that from police abusing powers in the next few days. That's why I'm not going to cover that too much. But London's totally lost. The justice system is broken. We don't get justice served in this country anymore. And through all this crisis now, we've still got no head of the government. Not that they'd do any good if there was, but they're just MIA. Unbelievable. That's just a quick one today, people, just to bring you up with a few things. I didn't make a lot of notes yesterday, But I'm going to go deeper into some of the stories today for tomorrow's video. So, as always, thank you for your support. I mean, the viewings are that erratic again at the moment, which I believe is down to YouTube. You know, I get a few hundred viewings on one, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm invisible and only a handful watch the next one. Just goes to show what I said at the beginning. But anyway, people, as always, thank you for your support. My respects to each and every one of you. I'm not going anywhere. And until the next one, stay safe, stay strong, and ignore the fear these clowns are putting out. They're playing with our minds. Take care, people.